Finally,
Finally.
we're here. We've launched. It's very exciting.
Very exciting. Thanks everyone for joining us live or on replay for this announcement, really. Short, sharp announcement about a new program that Jonny and I have been working very hard behind the scenes for a number of months now.
I know it's time has flown, but we've worked really hard on this, and the idea is that it's to ensure that it's packed full of value. We've got decades of experience. We wanted to make sure that we just absolutely filled this program that we're launching full of that value, and it's exciting. So where did we start, Pascal? What was the it was that question that everyone asks, and you're talking about your business, and a potential client says to you, what's your website URL, what's your domain name, how do I get to your website?
And then it all begins from there, the feeling of, oh, yeah, that website of mine is not as good as it could be. I'm a little embarrassed, or if only I spend more time on the blog, if only I'd acted on this, or more importantly, I have a feeling it could be much better, but I'm not sure where to start. And you and I used to keep in touch with each other, compare notes about our coaching sessions, our speaking gigs, our training delivery, and the website came back time and time again, but also the emotions that comes with running a website.
Yeah, and it was the realization that very few people are proud of their website, and more importantly, very few websites are up to date in terms of having the right messaging for the organization, reflecting the here and now, and making sure that you're talking the right language to the right people, and ultimately converting and getting those sales, the traffic, the whatever it is you're trying to, whether it's products or services, whatever it is you're trying to convey across on your website. The common theme we hear is that, yeah, it doesn't really quite do it.
No, it doesn't. And so you and I spent, as we mentioned, months deliberating about what would be the format, what is the way in which we can, A, clarify a number of things about what it means to vastly improve your website experience. From there, how do we make you more competent and confident so that in the end, you end up with a website that you can feel really proud of, one that is bringing about results, but importantly, one where even your colleagues and teammates want to contribute to because they understand, how to go about it. And we've looked at so many different versions, but we settled on this 90-day program.
Yeah, and before we get too much into the program itself and when it starts, how to sign up, how to ensure that you are one of the first to join us, we wanted to sort of make it clear who this is aimed at. This is aimed at business owners. It's aimed at marketing leaders. Perhaps you are on your own and you are the marketing department, or perhaps you have a marketing department underneath you, and they're amazing at that. Some of them can TikTok and Snapchat, and sort of are taking off in different digital directions, but you yourself need to really own that digital space and really ensure that you've got that amazing strategy to get conversions, to get website experience. We're calling it website experience, aren't we, Pascal? It's about
we do, yes, and there's a reason for that, because as you'll see as we describe the program, your ideal customers will be at the center of a lot of the decision-making process. And I'm glad you're reminding all of us that this is about making decisions. So this program, when we were imagining, the participants, is very much designed for senior decision makers. You need to have literally the control of your business strategy, long-term and as well as mid-term. And we need to be able to, for you to make decisions, for the decision to be acted upon. And that was very much what we had in mind.
Yeah, and it's about making your website work harder and for your organization, for your business, and really making it work for you. So we're launching in the end of January. That's when the program starts. We've launched today, of course. but the actual the enrollment is the end of January, and it'll be for 90 days. We've got so many. It's jam packed, and this is sort of at the same time we're really trying to make sure that it's not too onerous. But at the same, but having said that, there is formality around it, and there will be lots of fixed things per week that you will be involved in. The aim being that at the end of it, you produce the ability to be able to have a website that converts, that engages, that gives the experience, and ultimately gets those clients to understand your organization, because it's talking the right language, it's talking the right messaging, and it's taking them through a funnel to convert.
Absolutely, and thank you for reminding us that it is a 90-day program with weekly commitments. It's an online live, so Jonny will be with you live. There are no pre-recorded content as such, and a fully immersive where you'll be able to also interact and connect with the other participants. So we're starting a session on the 31st of January, and rather symbolically, 90 days later, we'll be wrapping up with the graduation and so on 25th of April 2023, a few days before the 30th anniversary of the internet. And as a romantic at heart, I think that's a very, very good sign indeed.
I think it's brilliant. Should we bring up the website that we've put together, which sort of goes through a bit more of the program, gives a bit more of the background? If I bring that up into the stream here. So, as we've said, it all began with that simple question from a potential client: what is your website address? And what followed? Well, you know it all too well. In fact, you've experienced it all too often. Pascal, do you want to?
Yeah, and what is interesting about the statements people are able to read in their own time when they visit the website is that these are literally the words that you and I have heard over the months and years of doing what we do. And I think for me, therefore, this program will tackle a number of things. We'll tackle the technical challenge of running a website. They're going to have the kind of user experience, how does a visitor feel? But also there's going to be a lot of personal and professional growth and development within that. Which will mean that, where there is embarrassment, we're going to move on to pride. Where there's going to be doubt, we're going to move into clarity. So there's going to be a lot of kind of transformational exercise as well to go through. But for me, what people need to understand is that, and the reason why I think it's taken so long to craft this program, is we're bringing decades and decades of experience into something that is really multifaceted in terms of the different ways in which you're going to learn, as we're going to go through in a moment.
Yeah, and it's creating that wish that you understood how to create a better experience and to engage with your clients. And we want you to stop feeling that way about your online presence and start making your website work harder. And what we've also integrated into the program is making sure that you're with peers, that you're with other businesses in exactly the same position. They might be selling different products and services, they might have different audiences, but it all comes down to the same thing. Are you proud of your website? Is your website talking the right language? And is it going to engage and convert and give the experience? And those are the key things. So it's time for you to be a proud owner of the website, driving financial success. That's what we all want. It's, we want you to be proud. So we've got the solution, as you've said, Pascal, fully immersive, and it's live, it's online. So don't worry about the commute. It will be a reasonably easy commute, but it is a commitment. It's absolutely a commitment. Should we go through the different things that are included?
Yes, because I think that's going to really show people, the deliberation, and that's also what we've concluded. So in terms of the strategy development and the level of clarity, there's going to be weekly 2-hour strategy masterclasses. There's going to be a combination of show and tell, Q&As and so on. But during those 2 hours, we're going to be looking at different facets of what it means to run a website. We've kind of split the masterclasses into 4 key modules, if you will, starting with where are we now with health check, both technical and commercial, looking at objectives and so on. Then module number 2 is going to be to look at the quick wins and the swift, small adjustments that can already bring about results, or at least avoid and reduce the level of kind of bounce and abandonment of your website homepage to contact us. In module number 3, we're looking then to reset the website completely by looking at different activities. And then in number 4, we plan your relaunch campaign, because one thing people need to understand is that visitors need to feel excited about visiting your website and relaunching a website the way you would relaunch, for example, Jonny, a store, or you may relaunch a cinema chain or a car. There is a sense of event. So how do we kind of get you to a point where at the end of April 2023, you're in a position to create a sense of event and get people to go back to your website? So the weekly masterclasses, those are supported by monthly mastermind session. That's going back to what you were saying earlier about the peer learning and networking. So those would be a half day on a monthly basis where we're going to literally go around the virtual room and people can give an update about what they've been up to, ask more questions and get answers, not just from you and I, but also, of course, from the other participants. We also know that one-to-one mentoring sessions are very important to professionals out there. So we are offering those as well. Every month, either with myself or Jonny, you'll be spending an hour on the Power Hour session where we're going to be deep diving into the key elements of your website. We're going to go very detailed, very practical, and give you some direct answers. So these are the kind of learning environment. And we're going to supplement that with self-serve learning. So we're going to have a dedicated and private podcast, the kind of series, where literally sometimes, Jonny, reacting to what people have said to you and I during the one-to-one sessions or the mastermind or the masterclass, we're going to add some learning, record it, and publish it. We talk about the peer learning and networking. So to facilitate that, we're going to have a private Facebook group that people can join from the outset. You can then ask for feedback, do compare and contrast. We will, you and I, sometimes drop in some advice. But occasionally, we will also have something that we want to share with people live. So there'll be some live pop-ups where you and I will appear and say, listen, there's something quite important or significant we want to share with you, and we want to do it there and then. We also know from our own experience of decades of doing this that to be able to get an answer at a time that suits you is important. So in addition to all of this, we're going to be offering phone, email, and WhatsApp support. So literally, as a participant during this program, from the 31st of January to the 25th of April, at any time, within reason, you can send a message to Jonny and I, whoever your mentor is, and you will get a reply. We'll be looking after you that way. And finally, the final element, but a very important one, you have access to a library of templates and resources. There will be some that we've created as part of our own endeavors as consultants and trainers, but there'll be some brand new ones just for you as well. So there you have it, a very diverse and kind of multifaceted learning experience.
So we've got the website here, and on here it goes, if you were to scroll down, you'll get a bit more detail into what's included in these different elements. So as Pascal was saying, we've got the 12 weekly 2-hour strategy sessions. We've got to support that, the monthly half-day sessions. You're going to get direct contact with me and Pascal throughout, but privately as well, with those one-to-one mentoring sessions, which you'll have every single month. We've got the exclusive podcast, the private Facebook group, the live pop-ups, lots of support all the way through, tons of resources and templates, and more importantly, the ability to be able to learn with peers and network with peers. And so it's, we've been doing this a long time. This is what we naturally do. It's what we train all the time. We deliver lots of different sessions. We've taken the best of the best in our decades of experience, and hearing what we get asked all the time, hearing all the pain points, hearing where people have problems, to ultimately turn you into absolutely confident marketing leaders that are bloody proud of their website and that is totally on point and matches what their organization is trying to achieve. That's what we've put together, isn't it, Pascal?
We have, which is why I think it has taken as long. You and I sometimes used to think, are we looking at it in the wrong way? But actually, it's because I would say of all the things that I've done over the years, and I'm, I think actually it's a good time to also thank all our previous clients, current clients, and support program. This has to be the most comprehensive version of all the things we've done over the years.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. You just need what we've set up is what we're calling a discovery call. It's a 30-minute call with either myself or Pascal. We want to ensure that this is right for you. So we only want to select the right people for this. We'd like to chat with you. We'd like to discover what's in it for you, what's in it, how it would work, and so it's got to be the right timing, everything about it, because there is a commitment, and you've got to work with us on this. And so all you need to do is click one of the buttons, get through. You'll get through to a booking page where you can book that discovery call with myself or Pascal. We've got plenty of times available on there, and that is the start of your journey. There's no commitment whatsoever for the discovery call, but certainly following the discovery call, if the fit is right, if we feel that it's right for you, and you feel that it's right as well, then that is where the commitment starts. And we are dead excited about taking you on this journey and delivering something that you're going to be very proud of.
No, absolutely. And to add to the excitement, we thought, between today and the 31st of January, we'll come back online to talk to you. And we've thought we would put together a kind of short series of best practice webinars on the subject of website experience and website management. So we'll be starting next week. You're going to see some news and announcements online very, very shortly. But I think you're right. This is a program for people who have a desire for things to change, to be different, to feel different, for the website to be different, and actually by extension for the visitors to have a better experience, which will increase the conversion rate, the inquiry rate, and of course sales and money in the bank. But also you enjoy getting direct answers, precise answers to your questions, and you'd like to be able to pursue your own journey of discovery, I would say in a very positive and could I go as far as saying light-hearted way, because you and I know the subject of online marketing, website management well. I mean, I started my first project in 1994. So we love it, we're passionate, but I'd like to think that we can really go through the 90 days in a way where we have a smile on our faces.
Absolutely. This is all about fun as well. And it's all about being a team. And, for those that know us, for those that have been on our courses or worked with us, you will know what we're like. And this is, we're in it with you. There's no question about that. And we're here to make you absolutely confident in being that marketing leader. So we've got the as Pascal's just insinuated, we're doing these webinars up until the run up until it starts. So weekly we're going to be here. We might miss the Christmas week, but weekly we're going to be here delivering insights into some of the stages that we're going to be delivering over this 90 days. So we'd love you to join us for that. But more importantly, you need to, if this is resonating, if this feels right, you need to book your discovery call and see if it's a good fit, and get in on the early bird rate as well.
Absolutely.
That's all for now. Should we leave them with the video?
Let's do that. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. See you soon.